So we just started about the approval process. So what is an approval process? It is automated operation. Automated operation. It's an automated operation. If any record requires approval prior to implementing the business logic, we use approval process. When you're trying to create an approval process, there are two types of approval process wizards. First one is Jumpstart wizard. Second one is standard setup wizard. When you say Jumpstart wizard, when you want to create simple approval process, with a single step, we go with the Jumpstart wizard. Standard setup wizard, when you want to go with complex process, or when you want to go with a multi-step approval process, then we go with the standard setup wizard. So the navigation would be setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. Then choose the object on which you want to create a approval process. I will choose an application. Then choose approval process. As I told you, there are two steps involved here, Jumpstart wizard or standard setup wizard. When you choose Jumpstart wizard, it is a single step and a simple process. Standard setup wizard, it is a multi-step complex process. Then I'm using standard setup wizard. Enter the name of the process. So I was giving here new credit card approval process. Right. Then specify the condition which records can be submitted for approval. Now I don't want every record to enter this process. I want only the records which are meeting my condition to enter this process. So when I want only my records to enter this process, specify the condition. So what is this? If application type equals credit card, then submit the record for approval. I can define the condition in two formats. One is by using formulae, other one is by using criteria. When I say criteria, I will be using the fields of the object on which I am creating approval process, or I can use objects parent object fields or currently logged in user fields. Then once I give the entry condition, it is asking, do you want to choose any of the user as automated user? If yes, choose the corresponding hierarchical field. When I say manager, whoever is submitting the records submitters manager. If I say HR manager, whoever is submitting the record, the submitters HR manager is the next automated approval. If I enable this option, whoever is submitting the record, let anybody submit the record, but records owner's HR manager is the automated approval. If I choose manager, let anyone submit the record, but records owner's manager is automated approval. So if you want record owner's fields to be considered, enable this. If you want submitters hierarchical field to be considered, disable this. Now, by default, whenever you submit the record, automatically record will be logged. Whenever we submit the record for approval, by default, record will be logged. When record is logged, who can unlock the record? Who will be able to edit the record? To specify this condition, who can edit the record? We have two choices. Administrator only can edit the record. Administrator or currently assigned approver can edit the record. So choose the option. When I choose this option, the current administrator and the current approver can approve this record. Sorry. Current administrator or currently assigned approver can unlock the record. Click on this. Now choose the template which you want to send as an email alert to the approver. When you submit the record to the approver, we have to notify him regarding the record what you submitted. To notify what is the email we want to send, select that email template. So choose the template what you want to send as an email alert. Then go to the next. Choose the list of fields you want to choose the list of fields what you want to display on the approval page. So I want you to show first name, last name, application type, application ID, owner. I want to show the following fields. Along with the fields, if you want me to show previous history, before you submitted the record to me, to whom else you submitted this record, did they approve the record, did they reject the record? So before you submitted the record to me, to whom else you submitted this record, did they approve the record or reject the record? To specify that, to show that history, enable this option. If we enable this, previous history will be displayed. The next we have security settings. When I say security settings, this will specify how an approver can approve the record. If I choose the first option, only approver will be able to approve the record or reject the record from the Salesforce account. User has to log into the Salesforce account, then approve the record. If I choose this option, approver can approve the record or reject the record from Salesforce account or from wireless device. When I say wireless device, it is using Charter, email or Salesforce mobile application. Right. Click on this. Then choose who will be able to submit the record. Who will be able to submit the record? When I say submitter, choose the user who will be able to submit the record. I said Wilson can submit it. Now it is asking, do you want to show history on the detail page of the record? Yes, enable this. If you enable this, the approval history will be displayed on the detail page of the record. Now, if something goes wrong, do you allow me to call back? If I enable this option, record what you submitted for approval, I can call back this record. Right. So this is the steps. In the last session, we have seen till this. Oops. Okay. In the last session, we have seen this. So go back to this initial submitter. Good. So in the last step, we have done this. Now the point is, once you created this approval process, it is asking approval steps. When you say approval steps, once you submit the record, I'm giving Satish Pro. Now we give the process name. It asked, boss, every record should enter this step or only those records which are meeting this step, meeting this condition should enter. You are going to create approval step. Which record should enter this step? I said approval step. Which record should enter this step? Do you want every record to enter this step? No, you want only specific records which are meeting this condition should enter this step. As of now, I am saying every record should enter this step. Once a record enters this step, who can approve it? Once the record enters this step, who is going to approve it? Now I told automatically assign to the manager. No, I don't want to assign to the manager. I want to assign to the Satish. I told when you submit the record, if the record enter this step, the record should be submitted for Satish for approval. Right. Now this is the step. Now, once I created the step, we need to specify the actions. Come here. If the record is approved, what should happen? If record is rejected, what should happen? If you want to specify actions, what action need to be performed when a record is approved, or what action need to be performed when a record is rejected, we can add the actions here. The actions what need to be performed when record is approved, or actions what need to be performed when record is rejected. Now, let me activate this process. Now, let me log in as Wilson first. Now, so I was submitting the record for approval. Look at this. Application type. I didn't mention anything. I didn't choose the application type. Now I was submitting this record for approval. When I click on submit for approval, the submission fails as it says the record doesn't meet the initial condition. The initial condition says only we can submit the record whose application type is credit card for approval. So I created application type equal to credit card. Now I am submitting this record for approval. Now look at this. When you submitted the record for approval, it says Wilson submitted the record for approval to Satish and status is pending. Now go to Satish, go to the home page, go to the home page. Now you will be able to see list of records that are pending for approval. Then I can approve the record or I can reject the record. Let us say I approved it. When you approve it, status is approved. Now the lock is not released. I am unlocking the record. Right? So when you submit the record, the record will be logged. Consent approver will approve the record. Once he approves the record, he is going to unlock it. Now the same thing, the same case, whatever I discussed, I'll take one use case. Let us understand in terms of use case. So let us see. Let us see the use case what I'm creating. Let us take one use case. I have an object called course, where I have the fields called name of the course, fee, start date, batch size. Now the condition is when our new course is created, whenever a new course is created with fee more than 5,000, it should be approved by manager. It should be approved by manager. If manager approves it, update the field of manager as approved. Here I'm going to have one more field here. Instead of batch size, I'm going to take which is going to be a pick list. It's going to have approved. I'm going to have pick list. And I have all of this. Whenever a new course is created with a fee more than 5,000, it should be approved by manager. Once the manager approves it, update the status of the field manager has approved. If rejects, if manager rejects it, then update the manager field as rejected. Once the manager approves it, submit the record to should be approved by Satish. Should be approved by Satish. If Satish approves it, make faculty approved. If Satish rejects it, faculty rejected. If manager and Satish both of them approved, final approval action. If both of them approved, final approval action, unlock the record and status approved. Final rejection. If any one of them are rejected, if any one of the user rejected, then status equal to rejected. So finally, if any one of the user rejects, automatically final rejection will happen. Then make status equal to rejected. So the record should be submitted to the manager. If the manager approves it, then it should be approved by Satish. If Satish also approves it, finally the record is approved. If any one of the user rejects it, the record will be finally rejected. So this is my use case. To build this use case, first I need to create the following fields. What are the fields? Name, fee, start date, manager, faculty, status. Let me quickly create a custom object course. So go to the setup, build, develop, schema builder. Now elements object. Course object, course name, text. We created an object called course. Then I'm creating the fields here. What are the fields we want? We want the fee, start date, then manager, which is a pick list, then faculty, then status. I created the object. Let me create the tab for it. Build, create, tab, right. So we created a course object with the corresponding fields. Now the fields are not visible. Why the fields are not visible? Because I created using schema builder. The fields are not visible. Go to the page layout. Now I created a course. So let us create a approval process. How do you create approval process? Setup. Because I have two steps, I'm going with standard setup wizard. So build, create, workflows and approval process. Go for the approval process. Choose the object. Course. Then choose standard setup wizard. Here. Then give the entry criteria. What is the entry criteria? I told you, if the fee is greater than 5,000, so fee greater than 5,000, then submit the record. To whom you want to submit? The record should be submitted to manager. And who can unlock the record? I told only administrator can unlock it. Fine, next. Select the email template. Next. So which fields you want to display? Course name, fee, start date. Then show the approval history. Next. Also can give wireless. Next. Who can submit the record? I want Wilson to submit the record. Choose Wilson. Choose Wilson. And you want to add the history? Yes. Hello callback. So once you submitted the record, I want to create approval steps. I want to create approval steps. So what are the approval steps? Go with this. Approval steps. Step number 1, manager approval. So every record should go to manager. I can say not every record, only the records. You can give a condition, or else you can say all the records, or else you can give a condition here. Right? It's your choice. I told all the records should enter. Next, who has to approve it? Manager has to approve it. See. Now I want to create approval steps. Say no. Go to the approval steps. Step number 1. Once you submit to manager, if manager approves, I want to update the status. What is the status? Field update. Which field you want to update? Status field. Update as approved. Then if manager rejects it, perform the field update. Manager reject. So you have to update the status as rejected. So once the manager approves, I guess I made a manager. Status is rejected. So once you approve it, once the manager approves, once the manager approves, I told update the status of, I selected the wrong field. Let me go with this. Show actions, remove it, add the action again. If record is approved, manager approves the record, Then make a field update. Update the manager. Right. Same. We are going with step number 2. Once the manager approved, go to the step number 2. What is step number 2? Satish has to approve it. That's I call faculty approval. I told faculty approval. Now, should every record go to this one? Should every record go to this one? I said yes. Every record that manager approved should go to faculty and faculty has to approve it. So who is that faculty? I told the faculty is Satish. So once the manager approves it, it will go to Satish for approval. Once Satish approves, what we want to perform? If Satish approves, we want to perform some action. What is that action? Show action. If faculty approves, make a field update. I told faculty field equal to if faculty rejects, now if both of them approves it, what I want to perform final action. Look at the point. So initial submission steps, approval steps. For every approval step, we have the corresponding action. For every approval step, we have corresponding action. Then finally, if the record is approved, if both of them approves, the record is going to be approved. Finally, if the record is approved, then make the status. Finally, if record is rejected, final rejection action, make the field update. So this is how I created. So according to my requirement, whenever a new course is created and fee is more than 5,000, it should be approved by the manager and faculty. If manager approves it, then perform an action, manager equal to approved. If manager rejects, perform an action, manager equal to rejected. Once the manager approves, I want to send it to the faculty and faculty has to approve it. Once the faculty approves, then faculty status equal to approved, rejects, faculty status equal to reject. If both of them approves it, final approval action, update status equal to approved. Final rejection action, status equal to rejected. So all these are the steps what we created. Now activate the rule, activate the rule. These are the rules what I created. Whenever a new course is created with fee more than 5,000, it should be approved by manager. Once manager approves, it should be approved by Satish. Once the Satish approves, final approval action, status equal to approved, final rejection action, status equal to rejected. These are the steps what I created. Now, Wilson created a new record. Wilson want to submit the record. But if you look at this, Wilson was not able to see the object. If Wilson was not able to see the object, what may be the reason? Go to the profile of Wilson. Go to the profile of Wilson. Give permission on course object. Wilson was not able to see the object, so I went to the profile and I gave permission on the object. Right, boss. Now, Wilson will be able to see the object and Wilson created a new record. Course name, let us say SFDC. I told 10,000. Start date on 3rd. Saved. Once it's saved, you are not able to see the submit. You can see the submit for approval, or you can also get the record here. You can also get the record here. We can also get the button here. If you want to get the submit for approval, what should I do? If you want to see the submit for approval, what should I do? Go to the page layout. On the page layout, we have a buttons. In the buttons, we have a button called submit for approval. So add this button to the page layout. If you want to show submit for approval button, go to the page layout of the object, then add the button. Now Wilson is submitting the record for approval. Let's go back to this. Submit for approval. Once Wilson submit for approval, there is a problem here. Why there is a problem? I told record has to go to the manager. But did we define the manager of the user? I told record has to be approved by manager. But did we assign manager for this? We didn't give the permission of manager. So what I'm doing, go to users, again go to the user Wilson, go to the user called Wilson. For Wilson, I'm making Kiran as the approval. For Wilson, I'm making the Kiran as the approval. For Wilson, manager is Kiran. So click on the Wilson, choose. Manager of the Wilson is Kiran. I told Kiran is the manager for Wilson. Now what should I do, boss? Go to the profile of Kiran again. Go to the profile of Kiran. Again, provide permission on. Now, save it. Now go back again. Submit. So when you are saying manager should be the approver, when you say manager should be the approver, so for the user, we have to assign some value at the manager field. Now submit the record for approval now. When you submit the record for approval, record is submitted for approval to Kiran. Now Kiran should approve it. Let me log in as Kiran now. Let me log in as Kiran. Kiran, I want to see Kiran. Kiran, what is the issue with the Kiran now? Now go to the login history, check out the issue with the Kiran. Invalid password. Oops. So there is an invalid password. Go to Kiran now. Reset the password. Now there is an issue with the Kiran. Kiran was unable to log in. So I have reset the password for the Kiran because Wilson has submitted the record for Kiran. Now, if you look at this, there's a process here. Wilson has submitted the record for approval. Now, I can approve the record by simply giving I submitted the message approve. When you submit the message called approve, let us see. Maybe I have not enabled it. Okay, fine. I'll enable the option. Now look at this. Now go to this. Reset the password. No, whichever the field was there, only to that person it will go. Once the record is submitted, we will not be able to modify. Right. Now, the record came to Kiran. The record came to Kiran. Now, Kiran is approving the record. Kiran opened the record, approved the record. Once Kiran has approved the record, you can check the status. Manager approved it. Manager approved it. Once the manager approved, the record was submitted to Satish. It is pending with Satish. Now goes to Satish. Satish checking the record. Now Satish approving the record. If Satish also approve the record, then we can find the status here. Status equal to approved. Then we can unlock it. Now look at the status here. Manager approved, faculty approved, and finally record is approved. If any one of the record, if any one of the user is rejecting it, let us say again I am submitting the record. Let us say again I am submitting the record. Wilson again submits the record. When Wilson is again submitting the record, this time Kiran is rejecting the record. Kiran this time, instead of approving it, he is rejecting it. If any one of the user reject it, let us say approve or reject. Now when you reject, you are getting a status called rejected. Now again I am submitting the record for approval. Again when you submit the record for approval, this time after submitting, I found that there is some mistake with the record. Again I call back. So recall approval request. Once you submit the record, if you want, you can call it back. If you want, you can call it back. So what was this? Multi-step approval. Once you submit the record to approval, if the record is approved, perform this action. If record is rejected, perform this action. Finally, if the record is approved, what is the action you want me to perform? What is the final rejection action what you want to perform? This is what I explained in this process. So, when a record is submitted, it should be approved by manager. If manager approves, perform this action. Rejects, perform this action. Once the manager approves, it should be approved by Satish. Once Satish approves, finally this is the action what you want to perform. Any queries on this format? People have followed this use case?
Yes, sir. No queries.
Yes, Sikandar. Any query?
No queries, nothing.
Okay. Any query from anyone? Everyone has followed this? Yeah, I'll do that. Right. So, let me go to the next scenario. Here I'm going to take one more scenario. Now, I'll go with the parallel approval process. Parallel approval process means submitting the record to more than one user in a single step. When you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, like let us say step number 1, submit the record to Satish and Kiran. Both of them have to approve it. Now, if you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, we call it as parallel approval process. Now, when you are submitting the record to more than one user in a single step, now the question is, if one person approves it and other person rejects it, what will happen? If both of them will approve, what will happen? Or what are the other formats of approval? When you submit the record to more than one user in a single step, we call it as parallel approval process. If you are submitting to more than one user, There are two processes of approvals. They say first response approvals. Second one is unanimous. Unanimous or first response. When you say first response, if I submit the record to Sham, Ram and Kiran, when I submitted to all these three users, Sham responded first. Sham gave the first reply saying, let us say, approve. Then the record will be approved. Suppose when I submitted the record and this time Ram has responded first. First Ram has given the reply. So the first reply is given by Ram. What he said? Rejected. Then record is rejected. That means whoever gives the first reply, his response will be the final response. When you submit the record for approval, whoever gives the first reply, his response is the final response. Unanimous. When you say unanimous, everyone has to approve the record, then only the record will be approved. Everyone has to approve the record, then only the record will be approved. So there are two types of parallel approval process. First one is first response approval process. Second one is unanimous approval process. First response means whoever gives the first reply, his reply will be the final decision. Unanimous means everyone has to approve the record, then only the record will be approved. Then only the record will be approved. Right, boss. Now let us see this example. I am taking a use case. So let us see what are the objects we have. I'll try to create on the loan object. Okay. Now, loan object. Now the entry criteria is says if security type is, when security type is salary, then it requires approval. Who has to approve it? Step number 1. If salaries let us say more than 50,000, then submit to Satish and Wilson. If salary is less than 50,000, directly reject it. So what was this? If security type is salary, then submit the record for approval. If salary is more than 50,000, then submit the record to Satish and Wilson for approval. If salary is less than 50,000, directly reject the record. So this is my criteria. So look at this process. Setup. So let me go with the process. Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. The object what I am choosing is loan. Loan object we are choosing. And the loan object process standard setup wizard. Then entry condition. Which records should be submitted for approval? Only the records whose security type is. Only the records whose security is salary. Only the records whose security is salary. Those records should be submitted for approval. Then block it. Choose the email template, what you want to send. Select the list of fields, what need to be displayed. Loan number, applied date, applied amount. Then I'm going to say salary, security. Then, right, next. Then, who can submit the record? I told any user with the role called clerk can submit. I told any user with the role called clerk can submit. Then add it to the layout, call it back. Now we are creating approval steps. Now what is the approval steps? Approval steps. Now they're asking, do you want every record to enter this step? I told no, I don't want every record to enter this step. Only the records whose salary is greater than 50,000 should enter this step. If it is less than 50,000, automatically reject it. If criteria is met, enter the step. If amount is more than 50,000, enter the step. If amount is less than 50,000, reject it. Your two choice, approve or reject. According to my requirement, I am rejecting it. If amount is less than 50,000, automatically reject the record. Then I was giving next. If the record enter this step, who will approve it? If the record enter this step, it should be approved by Wilson and it should be approved by Satish. I told within a single step, you are submitting to more than one user. Like that, I can submit to 25 users. I selected 2 users. Like this, you can submit to 25 users. Once I submitted, what it is asking, what type of approval is this? It is a based on first response or it is going to be anonymous response. I told it is going to be first response. That means whoever is going to approve it first, whoever is going to give the first reply, his decision is final decision. Now here, I am not adding any actions. I am just creating approval process. I was not adding any action. Then activate the record. Then go to the Kiran. Now this Kiran was not able to see the loan object. If he was not able to see the loan object, what should I do? Go to the profile of Kiran, give the access to the loan object. Go to this clerk profile. If a user was not able to see the object, then for his profile, there is no permission on the object. Then go to this loan object, there is no permission. I was granting the permission. Then Kiran want to submit the record. He was able to see the loan. Click on the loan. Fine. What was this? Okay, let me create a new record for understanding. Loan type education, apply date 10th, security is salary. Salary is 40,000. Salary is 40,000 I give. Then submit the record for approval. Once you submit the record for approval, automatically it says record is rejected. I told if amount is less than 50,000, automatically reject the record. Then I'm incrementing the salary as 90,000. If it is more than 50,000, then submit the record to step number 1. So when I submit the record, it goes to step number 1. When it goes to step number 1, record is submitted to Satish as well as Wilson. The record was submitted to Satish as well as Wilson. Now when I submitted to both the people, what happened? Satish responded first. Satish responded first. Then he told approve. Then automatically what happened here? Record is approved. Only one user approved it, but finally it is approved. So what does it mean? Whoever gives the first reply, his response is the final response. Whoever gives the first response, his response is the final response. So let me give you. Again, Kiran submitted the same record one more time. Now again the record was submitted to Satish and Wilson. This time Wilson responded first. He rejected the record. Wilson responded first and he rejected the record. So go to Wilson responded first and he rejected the record. So the first reply was given by Wilson. As Wilson rejected, record was rejected. So what was this? First response approval. First response approval. Now I am changing this approval process as unanimous. Go to this. Next. Where it has required unanimous approval. When I said required unanimous approval, again Kiran was submitting the record. When Kiran submitted the record, Wilson responded first and he approved the record. When Wilson approved the record, it says status is still pending, only Wilson approved. When I say unanimous approval, all the approvers has to approve it. Now only Wilson approved it, the other person didn't approve it. So it is still in the pending state. Then Satish also approved, then the record is approved. So what we call it as parallel approval process. There are two types of parallel approval process. First response approval process, unanimous approval process. When you say first response approval process, whichever the approver gives the first reply, his response will be taken as final approval. Now unanimous, all the users has to approve the record, then only the record will be approved. If all the approvers approve the record, then only the record will be approved. I hope you are clear with this. Any queries on this? Any queries on parallel approval process? Any queries on parallel approval process? Any queries for anyone? Everyone has followed? Right. Then if one of the person rejected it, unanimous means everyone has to approve it. First response means the first response when you approve, automatically record is approved. It is not waiting for the second person's response. When you say unanimous, everyone has to approve. If at least one person reject, record will be rejected. If at least one person reject, the record will be rejected. Okay. Right. Then let me expand the topic. So let me expand the topic. If you are going with the approval process, try to see each and every screen now. We have initial submission action. Once the record is submitted, automatically you want to perform some action. They are called initial submission action. By default, initial submission action is record locked. The moment you submit the record for approval, automatically record will be locked. Approval steps. When you submit the record, right, what are the approval steps we have? Which record should enter the approval step? So look at this. Approval step. Which record should enter the step? Step number 1. Which record should enter? Do you want every record to enter? If you want every record to enter, we give all records should enter. Now, according to my requirement, I don't want every record to enter. Only the records which are meeting the criteria, they have to enter. Other records I want to reject. So what is the criteria I give? Salary greater than 50,000, they will enter step number 1. If salary less than 50,000, they are directly rejected. So what is this? Which record should enter this step? Once you enter the step, who can be the approver? My approver can be, who can be the approver? My approver can be user or automated approver. or at the time of submitting the record, I can choose manually. I can choose manually. Or I can submit the record to queue. When you submit the record to a queue, if my approver is a queue, any one of the member in the queue can approve it. If approver is a queue, any one of the member in the queue can approve it. Then parallel approval process. If you are submitting the record to more than one user, then we call it as parallel approval process. Question is, how many users? 25 users. Question is, how many steps? How many steps? 10 steps. How many steps you can create? 10 steps we can create. Right? Yes. So you don't have such criteria. Now you have to use a process builder. The approval process will not help you. Then there is a separate concept called process builder, using which you can achieve it. These multiple criteria we cannot write it. Now in your case, right? Now if you have, you can have this criteria. I can say it in this way. Your criteria is like this, you can achieve it. If salary is greater than 5,000, it requires approval from Sham. If salary is greater than 10,000, it should require approval from Sham and Ram. If your criteria is like this, I can achieve. Here what I can do is, I can create step number 1. It should be approved by Sham. Once Sham approves and salary is greater than 10,000, then submit to Ram for approval. But if you say amount is greater than 5,000, Sham has to approve it. If amount is greater than 10,000, Ram has to approve it. We cannot do it using approval process. We have to achieve this using process builder. The same thing we can achieve, same approval process, but the format is process builder. We have to go with the concept called process builder to achieve this. Okay. Any other queries from anyone? Any other queries from anyone? Any other queries? People have got an idea about what is an approval process, how the approval process will be created. Any further queries from your end? Any further queries from your end? People have got the idea? Right. I'll quickly revise one more time how to create the process. I'll quickly revise one more time. Just go through the process. So look at this. If you want to create a approval process, setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, approval process. When you go for approval process, choose the object, then decide jumpstart or standard. When you say jumpstart, everything will be on a single page. Simple process. All together in a single process. Now what is this? My course. Now, what is the email template you have to send? What is the email template? The entire process is defined in a single page. Okay. Now to make it understandable, I'll go with standard process. Now we are going with standard setup wizard. Enter the process name. Enter the process name. Then step number 2, define entry criteria. Records which are meeting this condition, only those records will be submitted. Now I want every record to enter. There is no condition. Every record should go for approval process. Then leave it blank. No, I have a specific condition. We can create a condition using criteria or formula. Now when you are writing a criteria, object on which you are creating a workflow rule, object on which you are creating a approval process, we can use the fields of that object and its master record fields and current user fields. Now I told I don't have any condition, every record should go for approval. Go with next. Then, do you want to use automated approval? If yes, choose. It is hierarchical field. hierarchical field of submitter, submitters manager, submitters HR manager. No, I don't want to take submitters. I want to take record owners. Then go with this. By default, when you select the record, by default, when you submit the record, automatically record will be logged. Who can unlock the record? Who can unlock the record? Only administrator can unlock it? No, administrator or currently assigned approver, they both can unlock. So who can unlock the record? Choose who can unlock it. Next, if you want to send an email template as an alert to the approver, what is the template you want to send as an alert to the approver? Then go to the next. Which fields you want to display? Select the list of fields what you want to display. Do you want to show the previous history on the approval page? How can you approve it? Salesforce or wireless? I'll show the wireless tomorrow. Email approval, I'll show it tomorrow. Right. So how can we approve it? We can approve it from the Salesforce login page, or we can approve it from the wireless like Charter, email, or Salesforce mobile application. Then who can submit the record? Choose the users who are allowed to submit the record. I told any user with the role of this can submit. Who can submit the record? Then can I call back the record? If there is any problem, can I call the record back? Whatever I submitted, can I call the record back? Hello, submitters to record. This all is submission process. Once you submitted, we have to create a approval process. When you want to create a approval process, approvals, then they have initial submission action. When the record is submitted, what are the actions you want me to perform? Then approval steps. When you are creating approval steps, then it is asking, boss, do you want every record to enter this process? Then choose this. No, only specific records should enter this process. Give the condition. I told if fee is greater than 5,000, it need to enter the process. If fee is less than 5,000, I told directly approve it. Less than 5,000, directly approve it. If it is more than 5,000, take the approval. When you say take the approval, who has to approve it? I can choose the approval manually. When I select this, when you are submitting the record, it will ask you who should be the approver. I can submit the record to a automated user, or I can submit the record to a queue, or I can submit to any specific user. I told I will submit record manually. Then once you approve the record, what should happen? Once you reject the record, what should happen? Then we have finally, if the record is approved, what are the action I have to perform? Finally, if the record is rejected, what is the action we have to perform? In case if anybody calls the record back, what is the action we have to perform? These are the conditions what we have at the time of creation of approval process. So when you're creating an approval process, we discussed parallel approval process. Parallel means if you submit the record to more than one user, then we call it as parallel approval process. If you look at this condition, there is one extra step here. Whether you observed or not, there is one extra step. What was this? Approvers delegated may also approve. Now, if a record is submitted to Satish, Satish delegated approver can also approve it. So if you go to this user, there is an option called delegated approval. If I choose delegated approval as Kavya, that means any record that is submitted to Wilson, they can also be approved by Kavya, provided if this option is enabled. If this option is enabled, now when a record is submitted to Satish, Satish delegated approver also can approve. On behalf of Satish, my delegated approver also can approve it. Are you getting my point? If you enable this, it is not necessary that Satish has to approve. Satish delegated approver also can approve on behalf of Satish. On behalf of Satish, his delegated approver also can approve it. So that's the option what we have here. Right. So in a single step, to how many users we can submit? 25 users. How many approval process we can create? How many approval steps we can create? 10. Total number of approval process that we can create. If you want to know number of approvals what we can create, go to the object, look at the limits. Total number of approval process that we can create, 500. The total number of approval process that we can create is 500. On a single object, we can create a 500 approval process. Alright. Any further queries, boss? Anyone has any queries on this? Right. That's all from my end.